I want to thank you all for being here tonight, and I especially want to thank Susan, who has done so much work tonight to make sure that this happened. She's been working on this for a few weeks, and she's a planner, but she's also a very busy person, so it's been tough on her. So I appreciate that. We're dealing with somebody here, and we're here to celebrate somebody that has had a lasting impact on a tremendous amount of lives. Not just my own, but there's scouts here, there's mentors, there's SWAI, there's all these other groups that Eric has been involved in. And I'm proud to say that I know a person that's probably as connected as I am when it comes to meeting with people and stuff, and is excited about, I think Barry mentioned it earlier, about making sure that I teach somebody to be better than me and take my job, right? And I think that's the most amazing thing. And you call him Eric, father, son, friend. I have a different word. I'll go with Jeremy Clarkson. Does anybody know about Top Gear? Right, Top Gear? Okay. So if you've been around Eric, you know that he Mr. Clarkson, Jeremy Clarkson, Mr. Peterson. He has a few things that and a few ways of doing things. His favorite phrase is, well, how hard could it be? And Casey, me, and Karan, and previously Jihad are like, kidding me? Do you realize what's going to happen? And the other one was expletive, let's just get it done, right? And I bought him a stamp. And I was going to have the stamp up front that had the expletive, get it done or whatever, and I didn't bring it because I thought it was a little bit too crazy. But, and this is exactly the one you want to run an airport course. You want it ran by someone that has the energy of a toddler on Red Bull. And the patience of, let's not say patience. I don't think there's patience in his DNA. We're calling this a retirement dinner. And to me, I don't think it's a retirement dinner. Let's be honest. Eric's really not going anywhere. Sure, he's retiring from the county. But if you know Eric, he's not the type to taxi into the hangar and shut it down when he's done. He's already said he's going to go out and play and do some traveling, and I know, do Kilimanjaro with Barry again. I don't know, crazy. Machu Picchu, sorry. That's the next one. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking on the Dodger game.
Barry, you're next. But I know that he, and you know, if you know Eric, that he's still going to be a general pain in the ass for all of us. Right? And he's going to have opinions on everything. Main Star is going to be blown up, I'm sure. Main Star is our work order system. And he's going to have opinions on everything, especially the things he's ignored for 27 years, but now he's going to make sure that we take care of. Or didn't finish, the things he didn't finish. So I think this is interesting. Eric started his journey with the county, and he just mentioned this the other day, and I caught on to this. I'm like, wow. He started with the county without a car, and he rode his bicycle to work.
Mowed the lawn.
Well, him and Ken Betts, I remember when I interviewed for the job and I met with Harry, who was our boss, and Harry told me, I can't believe that both Eric and Ken Betts were out there on the lawnmowers and mowing the lawn, literally. So I think that's dedication. That's dedication for the physicality of the airports, but also aviation in general, to make sure that the pilots were I don't know if you know this, and we, Chair Conley mentioned earlier on the commission meetings, but the bottom line is that airport commission meetings are interesting. And Eric, he went to those as an airport ops worker. That just boggles my mind. Why would he go to those meetings? And I'm not sure if he realized back then how hard those meetings would be to attend in the future, right? Sorry, Chair. At work, my term for him is the white tornado. And I haven't used the term in front of him, but the table over there is laughing because they know. He sweeps in, grabs everything up, and throws it away. And if it's not bolted down, or even if it is sometimes, it's probably gone. And if you've ever left something on your desk too long, or in the hangar too long, well, you've been warned. The other thing is, and I'm surprised that Ken didn't mention this because I picked it up on him first, is that Eric loves technology, right? And we have an ongoing joke that whatever he buys or implements at the airport has to have Bluetooth. It doesn't matter what it is, a Sharpie, a flashlight, the toilet has to connect with Bluetooth, or has to connect with his phone. And it doesn't matter. If it doesn't, he's not interested. Like, move on. I would say, though, one of the amazing things is that many years ago, he recognized the need for a database that I curse every day but love every day. It's like one of those love-hate relationships that Eric produced. Because the bottom line is that a lot of the large corporations who are producing programs for aviation were not looking at small general aviation airports that could afford the kind of thing. And so he built one. And he's always been problem, solution, and I just love that. Although I'm not so sure I'm going to understand how to fix that database. But I have Bobby over there that's going to figure it out for me. Bobby up there. Maybe he's going to. Beyond the gadgets and the whirlwind cleanups, Eric has done some truly foundational work. He started a fuel program from scratch. And I don't know if you understand the complexity of that, but the county is more into health and safety and things like that. We're not a customer service related company. We don't sell things. It's just not what we do. And so it's not in our comfort zone in the county. But together, we navigated the politics of it, which is a very long story. The logistics, buying equipment and going through the procurement process and doing all this within a very short period of time was incredibly difficult. And that was no small feat. And it's Eric that did that. He was given a mandate and he said, that's a problem, let's solve it. And we did. And I appreciate that. Since 2018, if you don't know, Eric has been a steady hand during very turbulent times. He's had to make very tough decisions shaped by, frankly, political forces that didn't always align with his deep love for aviation. And even Sylvia referenced that earlier. He has been a good soldier, and Sylvia's mentioned that in a few meetings, and I really appreciate that. He stayed true to his values, even though it wasn't always what he felt. He had a job to do and he did it, and I appreciate that. I don't know if everybody knows, but one of his most important contributions has been his leadership in the transition to unlimited fuel. And he's been at the forefront politically, logistically, and educationally. And he's now a subject matter expert, and I'm sure this will become a consulting job for him later. And I have no doubt that many of us, and many across the country, will continue to call him on the insights and guidance. And I know that I've had a lot of conversations with airports all over the country about this issue, about lead and leaded fuel and unleaded fuel, and where that's going. And I think you've heard when I read Sylvia's thing, he practices where he preach. He has got G100, which is the only option we have now for high performance aircraft, and it's the only thing that we have currently that is a replacement for G100. And I would mention too that if we don't come up with a solution very soon, we're in the same place here, we're gonna have a lot of beer cans on the ramp if we don't figure this out. And Eric has been very good to take that on, and he deserves a lot of credit for his efforts. Someday soon, the entire country will be doing unleaded fuel, just like they did back when I was a little kid, and they switched over to unleaded fuel with cars. And so Eric has been at the tip of the spear for that, and he's taken a lot of hits in his own community for that stance, and I just want to give him credit for that. Now, Eric has taught me that you don't wait for a perfect plan. I'm a paper pilot, I call myself. I'm an administrator. I'm very good at, I think Ken and I were really good at sitting at our desks and processing and making sure that SAP, if you know SAP, that we process things and everything. And Eric taught me sometimes you don't have a plan. Sometimes there's no perfect plan. Sometimes screw the plan and let's just move. You adapt, you trust your instincts, and especially you trust your team. And just move forward, get the momentum, we'll figure it out. And that's what Eric does all the time. It drives me crazy sometimes, and it will. And of course, in Eric fashion, of course, in classic fashion, I'd be freaking out, burning my hair, freaking out, and he would say, "It's a challenge." I want to slap the hell out of him. Or my favorite, "Well, that's a problem to solve." Like, what planet are you on? I will tell you though, that mindset has helped me a lot, and it's helped me to stay grounded, even when the turbulence hit, and we've been through some very difficult times. And so, so tonight we're not just celebrating a career; we're celebrating a legacy that is still to be written. Like I said, he's going to be around for a long time in a different. We in the airport world know. Directors never leave; they just become consultants. Or I used the other term the other day, like, well, he's changing his, from a county headset to, doing Main Star reports or whatever. He'll be around, and so, Eric, thank you for your leadership, your friendship, and unwavering commitment to aviation, even though it may not have been taken so well from some groups. We'll be seeing you every day, although I'm sorry, but Susan's probably worried that we'll see you every day because G100 is expensive. But we know you're still with us, and just maybe you have a little